Quigg and Cassius IFL TV here in Manchester, Manchester Central for the weigh-in for Rise Up. The weigh-in is finished and we're on to the show tomorrow.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah, it was good. It was, Murray's CROLLA fans were very vocal today. Definitely.
This is my new word for the weekend.
What?
For this fight, high stakes.
In reference to this fight? Or?
What's on the line, high stakes.
Yeah.
This is a new thing that I've started saying, it's high stakes, baby.
High stakes, baby.
Did you see that Google
yes,
goggle
we watched it in the car on the way. It's quite funny. I love the way they're using a lot of quotes from our interviews that you say.
I hope they got the copyright for that, Cougar.
Could be getting a lawsuit, whoever's responsible for that. We're not that way inclined. We'll let them have it. Manchester show. Talk to me about it. Originally we had Big Josh, Little Luke fighting with this bill. They're not on this bill, but you put together a decent card anyway.
It's a great card. I mean, it's funny, you know, like I was going through some bits and pieces and just looking at some old shows that we were doing. God, they were toilet 3 or 4 years ago. Really, like it was like a main event and then an 8-rounder. Now, obviously, with the amount of fighters we got 4 championship fights on Saturday night and some really good ones. You got Tyler Goodjohn against Tyrone Nurse, just a pure 50-50 fight. That's one probably for the trade, I guess. English light welterweight title. Hello, mate. How are you?
Good.
Good to see you. It's Paul Smith's boy.
We know who this is.
He's the main man.
Are you doing all right?
Good.
Where's your dad?
Give a shout. Oh, what happened there?
What happened there?
I'll be back. I fell on some stairs, so I got me back.
You know, do you remember when you were here last time? I know it wasn't. Do you remember we were in Belfast?
Yeah.
Got hit with the camera. Around the head. How you doing? All right?
Where's your dad? Oh, he's over there.
I like your training today, Paul.
Thanks. You.
Nice to see you, mate. See you in a bit, yeah? Yeah, so we've got Nurse against Goodjohn, English light welterweight title, really good trade fight. One I'm really looking forward to is Warrington against Monroe. You know, because that's the Commonwealth featherweight title, another 50-50 fight. Monroe's operated miles beyond where Warrington's been, but Warrington's shown a lot of promise, and it's just like, I always do this as well. Monroe's probably going like that, and Warrington's going like that, and it's where they sort of, that line crosses, if you like, high stakes, you know. Then you got Quigg against Munyai. Munyai's got to do 4 or 5 ounces, shouldn't have a problem with that, and he's going to be a handful. He's going to be a real handful, but Scott looks great. He's ready to go. I'm excited for Scott Quigg because this feels like the final little obstacle, and then we go balls deep. We go Santa Cruz, we go Martinez, we go Frampton, you know, ready for those fights. So looking forward to that, and then CROLLA against Murray, which is just going to be mouth-watering. I mean, the atmosphere is going to be fantastic in the arena tomorrow night for that fight, and I can't wait. Callum Smith also on the bill, coming back from injury. Added Sam Eggington as well, Steve Foster Jr., Sam Hyde, Liam Hanrahan, Jose Burton, Jack Massey. It's a long night.
Very long night. When I spoke to Scott Quigg yesterday, sort of shunned my Frampton question. So he was kind of getting bored.
They're probably both bored of it, really. I mean, unfortunately, they're going to hear it a lot because it's what people want.
Like the Brook and Khan thing, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, but all it shows is that there's demand for the fight. So you've got to embrace it. I mean, I had a good chat with the McGuigans on Friday, actually. No, Thursday. Wednesday. Getting mixed up with his Good Friday. On Wednesday, I had a good chat with the McGuigans about the fight, and you know, I just told them, look, I don't think you're going to get the Santa Cruz fight. So if you don't, and I understand that why they chase that fight, it's a great fight. We're chasing that fight too. But I'm in talks with Golden Boy just like they are. But if you don't, here's the fight, and we're ready. No bullshit, like, you know. I mean, and you know, Carl talked about, oh, they'll want options. I don't want options. If Carl's a voluntary challenger, I'll put a rematch clause in. But we'll do the rematch in Belfast if Carl Frampton was to win. So, but then I don't really see the problem because then they both get 2 huge paydays. But again, look, I think we'll see what pans out. But I wouldn't be surprised to see that fight happen at some point this year. You know, and like I say, they're both tired of hearing it. I'm sure Amir Khan's tired of people talking about the Kell Brook fight, but it's because people want to see it, and you can't ignore that. You know.
Okay. Just announced today that Jamie McDonnell will fight on the Froch-Groves 2 card. Go on, I'll let you pronounce his name.
Tabtingdang Narachawat. Tabtingdang Narachawat. He's from Thailand. I think he's WBA number 3 or something like that.
But holds the WBA bantamweight title.
No, it's a vacant title.
Oh, is it a vacant title? Sorry, I thought he was the...
No, he's like 50-2 or something like that. He's boxed majority of his stuff out in the, there's a lot of these lower weight division guys do out in the Far East. Good fighter, very good fighter. Watch him tough, come forward. It's a really tough fight for Jamie. But a chance for him to win back his world title that he was wrongfully robbed of last year. So, I think that it's a great opportunity for Jamie. I'm over the moon for him. To get the opportunity to box at Wembley for a world title. Good luck to him, and hopefully we can have another British world champion. And who knows? I mean, I made Stuart Hall a massive offer to fight Jamie. He was up for it, but obviously politics intervened. But hopefully they can have a unification match. I mean, in the weight below Frampton Quigg, it's great to get all these British big domestic fights. Even Murray-CROLLA, Burns, CROLLA, Burns, Murray. So many big domestic fights out there. And I always say to you now, this is what we want to make. We want to make the domestic fights because there's more on the line, there's more relevance, and there's more hype.
Okay. Caught up with Ricky Burns a couple of days ago in Tony Sims' gym. The right decision for Ricky to join Tony Sims? Yeah,
he trained down. I think it was Ricky's intention to have a think about where he was going to go and talk to a few trainers, but he went down and trained with Tony at the start of this week. Went down with him and Billy and trained with them in the middle of the last camp for some sparring. I think he enjoyed it. Obviously Kevin Mitchell's down there, Martin Ward, he's got some top sparring. So for this fight, he'll team up with Tony Sims and then see how they get on. Tony's a great trainer. They seem to get on very well. Ricky's quite close with Kevin Mitchell. They train well together. And excited, new era. And also I think it's important to note the professionalism shown by Billy Nelson and Ricky Burns in this situation, because it's never nice when you know that's going to happen, and when it happens, you hope that there's not a row or there's no animosity. And those two total professionals. I understand, from Billy's point of view, we've had a great run. I wish you all the very best. I'll be at your fight, supporting you, And Ricky, thank you, Billy. You've been amazing. We've done so much together. 10 world title fights, something like that. But I think every now and again you need a fresh challenge. You need a fresh start, and hopefully it will do the trick for Ricky Burns, and he can come back with a great performance on June the 27th. People
just assume after a split that there's some sort of bad feeling.
No, but there's not at all, and it's refreshing because sometimes I guess if you're a trainer, you think they shouldn't leave you, and not that. But Billy understands that he needs something fresh, So.
Okay. Had a little chat with Brian Rose, who was at the weigh-in today. Venue now changed to Barclays Centre in Brooklyn, which is even buzzing about. Well, let's not mess about. It's going to be very difficult to prize his title away from Andrade, but give him a chance out there.
Brian Rose, it's a tough fight. Andrade is a quality fighter, probably underrated. But Brian's technically very gifted as well, and look at where Brian's come from. I mean, you're talking about Central Area belts, British titles, British titles, final eliminators, and he's got a shot at the Barclays Centre on HBO. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it's like it's a fairy tale story for him, and I think that. Of course he's the underdog, but he's got a shot to beat Andrade 100%. So him and Bobby have got to come up with a game plan to go and do it. He's confident, he's loving life. This is fairy tale stuff for Brian Rose. So it's all very well, fairy tale stuff, nice, but you've got to go and win. And he's up against it, but he's got a great shot in that fight.
June the 14th.
Correct.
That is. Tomorrow night as well, destiny of Kell Brook's future. Will be somewhat decided with his next opponent. Who do you want, really?
I'd like MALIGNAGGI, only because I think we've got a better shot to get it over here. I mean, we're 75-25 on the split, which is going to be difficult. Porter would probably almost certainly happen in America, and I think MALIGNAGGI 50-50. I think he'd be up for coming here. Kell's out in Big Bear at the moment, training really hard. And because as soon as that fight's finished on Saturday, I'm on the phone to Golden Boy saying, right, what's happening? Because they ain't going to want to fight Kell Brook in that time period, but they have to, they've signed up for it, unless they want to vacate the title, which they won't. So we've got to get the fight made. So it's going to be an interesting few days.
Definitely. What are you doing, little man? Froch-Groves tickets. What date?
Just talking about that then.
Go on sale.
The problem is with our interviews, Quigg, is that I probably tell you a little bit too much. You know, so when I've got an idea, I tell you, and then everyone all automatically holds it. Yeah. So, but at the moment, the idea is that May the 1st, those additional tickets will go on sale. 20,000. There'll probably be an allocation of say 10 or 12,000 that go on as standard, normal sale tickets, and then the rest will involve some kind of travel package, i.e., you know, to ensure that those people aren't going home via the tube network to keep Transport for London happy. So we're just looking into that, and we'll let everyone know the finer details. But we're looking at May the 1st, which is the day that Froch-Groves are in the Sky Sports studio, go head to head on ringside. Which is going to be. I hope they don't ask me to sit in the middle again.
I hope they do.
So, looking like May the 1st, in answer to your question. Give everyone a chance to get paid, and then, you know.
Quest related stuff. This is what you have called.
Again, you know, this is the other thing. I was going to do something on Monday, the 28th of April, but that's when most people are flying to America for the Mayweather press conference. So, again, I won't say too much because, you know, but we're looking at loads of different bits and pieces. But May the 1st, I know for sure they'll both be on Sky Sports News, filming an exclusive head-to-head show. Should be a new edition, which is going to be unbelievable. And they're both in the studio live on ringside.
All right. Well, Eddie Hearn, thanks for talking to
Always a
TV. Just noticed more recently that you're being interviewed by more people, which is good for the game.
This guy over here interviewing Adam Smith. He's from
Fight Hype.
Yeah, well, they interviewed me for 45 minutes yesterday. I saw how you look so jealous, and he interviewed you this morning.
He's only done 40 minutes today. He's got to finish it
Are
up.
you sure he's not like?
What?
What's he interviewing you for? Maybe he's undercover for the Inland Revenue or something like that.
What, have you got tax problems? Because I know I haven't.
You.
Company's house, baby. Go and check us out.
Oh, big time.
Correct.
Yeah. Check me out and all if you want.
Alright, Eddie, thanks to Eiffel TV, and thanks for dinner last night as well.
It was nice, wasn't it? Yeah. What was your ribeye like?
Ribeye was handsome.
Was it? It looked amazing.
Did
The
you
funniest things when that